Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Catching Crabs with Jersey. Today we're heading down to the harbour. We're going to meet Leyton and Gabby of Jade S Fisheries and hear all about their work and what they like to eat at this time of year. It's a little bit about your typical day running a fishery in Jersey.
Oh gosh, there's no such thing as a typical day whatsoever. Every day is completely different, be it you're on shore or be it on land.
And what do you prefer? Do you prefer shore stuff or do you prefer getting out on the boat?
Ooh, a mix. Definitely on the boat, and that's kind of half the reason why I sort of chose to come this way, like looking over at the horizon. It's just, you can't ask for better, but there are some days where you're like, I think I'm going to stay on land.
Well, yeah, it doesn't sound like Leyton have much luck this morning.
No, definitely not. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just the way it goes, particularly because he fishes west and the north of the island, where it can be a bit gruelier.
Yeah, it's a bit more exposed, isn't it? A bit wilder, but yeah. I'm sure the fish are tastier for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely heaving. Is it getting busier now because it's the summer and you've been on TV a couple of times, or is that your usual St. One's client base?
It actually varies. St. One's can be very varied, but yeah, it is growing considerably. With the van, it certainly made us more noticeable, so from a distance you can see us rather than before we had a pickup truck and a marquee. So as the business is growing, not just in sort of its infrastructure and what we do, but also our awareness, and we're doing a bit more brand awareness and more social media and things like that, more events, trying to get on the TV a little bit more, so we're sort of constantly in the background.
Well, you were greeting most people by name, so you've clearly got your regulars as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of regulars, and I think there's something addictive about seafood, and it's quite easy to put into a regular diet. It's super healthy, so people want to eat more of it, and because it's so fresh, it is that much more addictive, I think, and particularly crab meat. That's just one of those things where, you know, I can see certain people in the queue and I know what they're going to want from me.
Yeah.
But also, I enjoy seeing people, I enjoy what I do, so I make a point of trying to remember people, and I think it's a good way to be as a person, not just a business owner.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, at Jersey, that's the whole thing that we're trying to drive as well, isn't it? You can have a relationship with your local fishmonger that you're probably not going to get in Marks or in Waitrose.
And it brings back a bit of old school Jersey, you know, where everyone's sort of come removed from who supplies their food and what their foods are. But yeah, if you can know the person, it's a little bit more Jersey, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, and we prefer it that way for sure. Welcome back. We're down here at the Victoria Pier with Leyton here, who's one half of Jade S Fisheries. Leyton, tell us a little bit about how long you've been fishing.
I've been fishing for about 7 or 8 years now. I started off on a small Orkney, and that was kind of my stepping stone stage.
Yep.
From there I went to a cheetah catamaran, and now the boat I originally started fishing on, that I got the passion for, I now own and run, and that's the Cygnus, the Jade S.
That's the beautiful Jade S. So how long have you been fishing off of the Jade S?
I've had the Jade S about a year now, just over a year. It's been one of an up and down experience. Yeah, you have the dream, but also the reality of a dream, I suppose.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's been absolutely fantastic. One of a real roller coaster.
That's awesome. And talking about up and down, you said it was a bit rough this morning. What time were you out?
So we're out, left the harbour for 5:30. We get ready beforehand with the picket, boil some crab.
Yep.
Then after that I headed on out, and then whilst I was out there, the wind and tide were then against each other and a big groundswell. So I thought it's better safe than sorry, and call it a day.
Good for you. So it's not always, you know, sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. And do you come home empty-handed this morning then?
No, very fortunate. I got to a few strings beforehand, especially with them fuel prices. You've really got to make the most of it. I did as much as I could, and then I came on home, sailed up this morning.
Well, a lot of our followers will know Jade S from the fish van.
Yep.
And we were up there visiting Gabby on Sunday morning, absolutely heaving.
Yeah.
Has your local media attention been helping there?
I think as much media attention and as much of putting information out there and getting involved with the community is what really helps us grow. And I think every bit helps, really.
Yeah. No, it's great timing with the boat show being in town and everything like that. So tell us a little bit about what's in season at the minute. What should we be eating that's delicious from the local waters?
Right, so locally at the moment we've got available is some giant spider crabs, some lovely males, big claws on them, lovely and tasty. If you're a Jersey guy, the spider crab's always the favourite. We've got the lobster. We've got a small amount of shankers, but it's a bit warm. They're changing shells at the moment, so we're trying to avoid them.
Yeah.
Bass have just started coming back. This is the first year we've seen mackerel plentiful. So the last 3 years it's been a bit hit and miss, and this year has been the first year that I've really seen a good amount that I'm very happy with.
Yeah, right. Okay, nice. Yeah, good mackerel catch. We saw some on the counter. Gorgeous fish, aren't they? Mackerel, lovely.
It's all about how you ice them up and keep them fresh. Yeah. It's all about being proud of what product you have, really.
Absolutely, yeah, very important. And so for anyone that's thinking, oh, I might like to get my hands on some crab but not so sure about how to extract the meat, they don't need to worry about that, right? They can...
No, so we offer 3 options. So you can have your live and you can do it yourself if you're an old Jerseyman, use your salt water. We've got the cooked, which is done by me and my partner Gabby, which we take great pride in. It's all about your timing and the salt water. And then the other option is we have a picker which we call a lazy crab, which just takes the effort out for you. So you can, instead of having too many bottles of wine whilst picking it.
So you get your crab meat straight on your toaster, away you go,
That's
no hassle.
That's it, no hassle. Lazy Sunday crab we call it.